Hey guys, in this video, I'm pretty much going to be talking about having to be greedy while everyone is fearful. You know, I do fall to victim to being a bit too passive in my life. I've been a bystander for a good chunk of my life, especially for like events or just relationships with people. And in school specifically, I one time saw somebody pay my statistics teacher to pass the class. This was in high school. I don't know if that kid like really ever did any of the work, but the teacher was like, "Yeah, just give me the money and I'll pass you." And I was like, "What? You can just do that?" Like I thought that was just like a joke. Like, you could pay your teachers and like pass the class. But I think I kind of realized, made me realize that money can kind of just get you most of the things that you want. As long as you have some sort of advantage or something that someone needs, like a want or desires, then you can use your ability to gain an advantage in life. And money, I guess, would be the primary component of that. As I said with the kid that gave money to the teacher. And I do say now that when I used to work, that obviously you get paid with money, and the amount of work you do is correlated to the amount you get paid with, or however you're dictated, either it's salary or hourly. And I think it's really interesting that a lot of people are just normalized to getting paid with money, and not many people are really interested in getting paid through something else, like I don't know, food or something like that. I mean, it's a shame that our economy just runs on money, and that's really the sole focus of why everyone, really continues working and living, because money rules everything. And without money, you're kind of nothing. You don't have much, and a lot of people will, throw you to the wayside under the bus because you don't bring anything. And I think that's a shame. Our society has become like that we're so headfast on everyone bringing to the table that we can't just give our time of the day to just understand that somebody might be going through something, or they aren't able to get the opportunities that they wish they could. And I don't want to have to see anyone that I know, friends or family, have to go through that. I've also been someone who's also, been ridiculed for a variety of things. During elementary school, got bullied and stuff like that, just because my parents and all that. And it really hurt, obviously, when I was a kid. And now I've kind of grown up, and I was like, I tell teachers, and I ask for help and do all these things they told me during these assemblies, but in the end it didn't matter because they didn't help me. No one helped me. It was just me and maybe my parents. And I think it's really disgusting that this has become normalized, that you're only important if you provide, and if you don't, you're nothing. You're just like you're like a roadkill, like a raccoon that's got ran over by like a park or something. So it's a big extreme of an example, but people just they don't care. People just will just run over it, or they'll just, maybe if they have courtesy, they'll go around it. But most people most likely just want to avoid it, and this really destroys people because they feel that they're not able to like become who they want to be, or have the ability to become what they want to be. Sometimes it's used to them, putting up a facade when they talk to people of, I think it's the person that they would like to be, but every day that they do this, they get farther and farther from, their aspirations of becoming who they want to become. And I think it's a shame because everyone should be given a chance, and some people are just given that chance because they just don't, excel in something, or they aren't like, a company is looking for, what a person is looking for. And yeah, just wanted to make this video because I just thought that it's a shame that we as society are so, um, headfast on what you bring to the table and what you can provide to us as people, and to society. And I do understand that there are people who sometimes just won't do anything, and they'll waste and rot. But I do believe that those people should be given a chance to and be able to work on themselves. And if they don't, then I think it's a shame that we may have to just leave them to their own devices, because at the end of the day, you only have one life, and this is the life that you don't want to have to live with regret, because once you're an old person, you'll just be like, damn, I wish I had just like focused on myself so don't worry about other people. But this video is kind of going a bit everywhere, but yeah, there's stuff that we should take a chance to people, and that any opportunity that we can get, we should take it and hold on to it with our dear life, and really try to make make as much as we can with the time we have on this planet. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.